Hey, so what is up guys, it's Lomo and today I'm bringing us a brand new Clash Royale video. So today we're playing, let's jump right into this. So we're fighting against MO from Royal boss. And so he starts off really rash by putting a skeleton army. Fortunately I had the Valkyrie, so I was able to counter it perfectly. And then he put a knight, so that's where the spear weapons come in. And I put a giant there because I thought that the spear goblins are able to attack when the giant takes the damage, but he arrowed that down. So now we have the minions behind who are they put a mini P.E.K.K.A, but the minions are able to attack it and they are able to take the tower down despite the giant dying due to the mini P.E.K.K.A. So at this point onwards, he put the dragon, but I don't know, I'm not sure why, because it wasn't really a good counter. So I had to put my musketeer to stop it, and then yeah, that's all. I think that I was gonna win from this moment already. And yeah, here comes the witch, the musketeer, and a Valkyrie. And I wanted to drop a good game, but then he put the minion horde, which killed everything. So yeah, I didn't drop it. So now he was denying me of that 3 crown, and I had to work for it. So yeah, I counted the minions and used some spear goblins, and yeah, there's no big deal, but he arrowed that down. I don't know why. That's a really waste of elixir, but I don't know, but it works to my advantage. Next I put the giant all the way behind, and then he put the prince, so I had to use my barbarians to stop it. And fortunately he also uses the mini P.E.K.K.A, which my barbarians are also able to tank. And then yeah, my giant only got 1 hit from the mini P.E.K.K.A, and I think that was a good thing. And I was sort of waiting for the tower to target my giant before I put any more troops, so the giant could tank the damage. But he follows on with another skeleton army, and I put my minions to counter it, but he puts a dragon. So I don't really have anything to put, but I put a spear god, which was that choice since the giant does the dragon does splash damage. And over here I put a second too late, and the dragon had targeted the tower instead of the giant. And from this moment it was just a mess, and he was dropping troops everywhere, I was dropping troops everywhere, and somehow I managed to take off all his troops. I put a witch here instead of the arrows because I thought that the witch is able to defend and I can put a giant in front later so that it would serve as a dual use. And with the battle ending in 10 seconds, I knew that this was mine, so I put out a good game to tank my opponent, and yeah, that wraps up this battle. Just about it. Match over. And he put a good game too. And I said thanks. So yeah, this is a good game. 28 trophies, easy trophies, and yeah. So in this battle, he made a lot of mistakes. So I was able to capitalize on those. And yeah, I'm working towards my crown chest. Next, we are going to hop right into another battle, and this time I'm in the Builder's Workshop. It's against Rage Legendary, yeah, and he's a level 8. I'm only a level 6, so this might prove to be a bit of a challenge, but yeah, I start off with the giant at the back, as always, and let it slowly walk up, and while it's walking, I can build my elixir. And then I follow up with the musketeer behind. At this point, I don't know what is he doing because I've already used like 10 elixir and he hasn't played anything, so I just try to go on a full-on push, but he followed up with the witch and the prince, which I was able to counter. So I think I got quite a decent amount of that push on, and then he put the skeleton army. So I put a Valkyrie to counter it, but I put it a bit too far, and now the skeletons were attacking my tower instead, but fortunately the witch was targeting my Valkyrie. So yeah, I sort of got a little bit of damage there, but now we're going on a counter push, and he put his minions, but they were targeting the giant, so my minions was able to counter it, and I think we managed to get some good value out of that, and we also took the tower down all the way to 0. So when he put the dragon, I had to put the musketeer to counter it, and the musketeer is a really good card to counter flying units, as it's really deals a lot of damage. And here he put a prince, so I used the spear goblins to tank the damage. And I think I followed up with, oh no, I didn't. Okay, so I put on Valkyrie all the way at the back because there was really nothing else for me to play. But he played a Goblin Heart, which I have not seen throughout this whole battle. So this went on, and yeah, the Valkyrie was tanking the damage, and the Witch was behind supporting it. So with one lane full, I tried to go for another push on the other lane, which is the Giant and the Musketeer, but he had a skeleton army, and I sort of forgotten about my lane here. So I put on a Valkyrie, which was a bit too late, but I still managed to get a few shots and stop getting more damage. And over here he put a balloon, which also is one of the cards that I've never seen throughout this whole battle, and he got one shot off, and it was very close to taking off my tower. But I stopped it with the goblins, and yeah, over here he tried to take the tower down with minions, but I had arrows, so he wasted that rage as well. So yeah, from this moment, I knew I was gonna win, and I even managed to lure the prince over with my giant. And yeah, he dropped an angry face, and I got a happy face. So yeah, this was a good game indeed. Yeah, 36 trophies. It was a very good game. He made some mistakes, and I managed to capitalize on those. And he had a balloon card, which I believe if he used a bit more, I would have lost to it. So yeah, it was a good game for me overall, and I actually got into the builder's workshop here. Yeah, that's a pleasant surprise for me, and yeah, I'm also working towards that last crown chest too. Yeah, I believe which is one more crown. So yeah, here's the deck that I use, which I believe is very effective. So let's hop on into another game. So over here we have Jetta, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He started off really quick with a Hog Rider, and luckily I had the Barbarians, which were a very effective counter to it. And he followed up with some Spear Goblins, which my Barbarians were also able to counter. And over here I try to go on something like a push with my Barbarians tanking, and but he put the Valkyrie, so that killed everything. But my Musketeer was able to survive it, and he also start shooting down the tower, and I managed to get a few shots off. Then he put on the archers, and I had to put on my Valkyrie. So, and over here I was waiting for the Valkyrie to get targeted by the tower so that my minions is able to support it. But he ended up putting some minions as well. So yeah, our troops ended up cancelling each other out, and now it was a neutral ground, and we are waiting to build up our elixir again. And over here I put my giant all the way at the back so that, but at this moment he put another Hog Rider, and I had to use my Barbarians again, which cost me total of 10 elixir because I put a giant before. And over here when I was building elixir, he used a fireball. So and then he used the archers, which killed all of my Barbarians, but I followed up with a witch, and this is a very effective counter. But over here I used the arrows, which were a mistake because I thought that the witch was too slow to kill the minions, but it had actually killed the minions already. So yeah, the arrows were a little bit of put to waste, but nonetheless we still managed to get the tower. And here I used the minions to counter the Valkyrie and the Spear Goblin, and one of them got one shot off, and he follows up with another Hog Rider, and I don't know where my Barbarians went, so I used the Musketeer and Spear Goblins, which were pretty effective. Over here he used this fireball, and it was very tempting for me to use my Barbarians since I knew that he had no counter to it, but I put on the Giant and Witch and some minions and started going on a counter push, and over here I knew it was game over for him. And yeah, it was probably a 3-crown win for me, an easy 3-crown. So yeah, I dropped a good game, and this is a good game indeed. So it was a good 29 trophies, easy 3-crown overall he made many mistakes which I was able to use on, and yeah, that's about it. So overall this is a extremely good deck, and here I have my crown chest. So let's see what it has. So 395 gold, 2 gems, I unlocked the elixir collector, bomber, furnace, and got 32 arrows, so not too shabby. And yeah, once again, this is the deck that I've been using, which I believe is very effective. So yeah.
Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please remember to leave a like and subscribe to this channel to see more content like this.